Fine students, we just left with one more problem on this. So let us quickly go through and finish this. So here the set is the sixth one on R minus of minus 1. Real numbers except minus 1. That is the meaning. So A star B is defined as A by B plus 1. So have to check all the three. So certainly whenever I operate two elements from the given set, okay, the operation is A star B equal to A by B plus 1, right? Except minus 1, that is what we have to check. What happens if I put minus 1? Then denominator will become 0. It does not exist at all, right? Now A is a real number, B plus 1 is also a real number. Real number by real number, certainly it's going to be a real number except minus 1. Hence it's going to be a binary operation. Now to check for commutative, for all A comma B belongs to the given set, what does the property says? A star B should be equal to B star A. A star B is what? A by B plus 1. What if I write B star A? B star C, B star A is B by A plus 1. Can I say these two are equal? Certainly A star B is not equal to B star A, therefore star is not going to be commutative. So quickly let us check one more. So what is the next one? Next one is to check for associative, correct? So associative property says A star B star C equal to A star B star C. So A star B, this definition, A by B plus 1 star C equal to A star B by C plus 1. If A star B is A by B plus 1, B star C will be B by C plus 1. So let's call X star C is equal to A star Y. X star C, once again the same definition, X by C plus 1 is equal to A by Y plus 1. Substitute for X and Y. What is X value? X value was A by B plus 1 and in the denominator C plus 1. Here it is A, the value of Y. Value of Y is B by C plus 1 plus 1. Let's go for simplification. The left hand side can be written as A by B plus 1 multiplied by C plus 1, and the right side after taking LCM A multiplied by C plus 1 and the denominator will be B plus C plus 1. Can they be equal? Certainly LHS is not equal to RHS, therefore it's not going to be associative. I hope students with this first main 5 problems and in the second main there were 6 problems. I hope I made it clear what do you mean by a binary operation, what do you mean by commutative property, and what is the meaning of associative. Only 3 properties we have checked every time, but now we never touched anything so far based on identity and inverse. So in future we are going to check these two also. Okay, now let's move to problem number 3 in the exercise. So problem number 3 says, so this time they have given a binary operation. They have given a symbol it as cap. Fine, okay. This is defined on the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A set is also given to you. And they said that A cap B is minimum of A and B. By using this definition, construct the table for cap. I will teach you how to construct a simple thing. Whenever it's a problem based on table, there are a few problems in the topic based on table. So that's a way to start the table first. So first write down 2 lines like this and write down the given binary operation in this place. And write down the elements here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first 2 lines should be written, one vertical, one horizontal, and a binary operation should be mentioned here. The same elements on both sides, vertically and horizontally. Now just look here. 1 cap 1. According to the definition, what is 1 cap 1 should be? 1 cap 1 should be minimum of 1 and 1. What is minimum of 1 and 1 is going to be? 1 itself. The next 1 cap 2. Minimum of 1 and 2. Minimum of 1 and 2 is going to be 1. Minimum of the 2 numbers should be written. That is all. Right. The next 1 cap 3. Minimum of 1 and 3. Minimum of 1 and 3 is going to be 1. 1 cap 4. Minimum of 1 and 4. 1. 1 cap 5. Minimum of 1 and 5. Still 1 only. minimum of two numbers should be written every time, right? 2 cap 1, minimum of 2 and 1, 1, minimum of 2 and 2, 2, minimum of 2 and 3, 2, minimum of 2 and 4, 2, minimum of 2 and 5 will be 2. So like this I should complete the whole table. So the next is going to be 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. I hope you are able to follow and understand this. So the next is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. The next is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minimum of 2 numbers has to be written every time, and that completes the table. Okay, now let's go to the next. Problem number 4. So on the given set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an operation star is given to us. The operation star is given as no, they have given a table actually. Okay, and by using the table you have to compute some values. They have given some values. The table just you can just see below that. So if you want, I will write it quickly. So star 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So what is given to us? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Right. The next 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. The next 1, 1, 3, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 4, 1. The next is 1, 1, 1, 1, 5. Okay. Using the table, compute some values. Under that first one, you need to compute something called as 2 star 3 star 4. There's one more that I will come back to later. Now 2 star 3, look here, 2 star 3. What is the element present here? 1. So that means 2 star 3 will be equal to 1. So let me replace here 1 star 4. Again go back to the table. 1 star 4. What is 1 star 4? 1. So 1 star 4 is going to be 1. So this resultant element is 1. So using the table you have to compute some values. Right. The next one. Under this one more is given. 2 star 3 star 4. 2 as it is. Let's retain. Let's go to the table. 3 star 4. It's 1. So 1. Again 2 star 1. 2 star 1 is going to be 1. Okay. So we got the values of these two. Again using the table they are asking something, is star commutative? So how to check for commutative property? So for example I can go and just check with some examples. I can write 1 star 2. What is 1 star 2 will be 1. Otherwise what is 2 star 1? 2 star 1 is also going to be 1 only. Or let me check 3 star 2. 3 star 2 is going to be 1. Fine. Or 2 star 3. 2 star 3 is still going to be 1 only. So like this, for any two elements belongs to the given set. This is the given set. You operate A star B or you operate B star A. The values are still going to be same. This is one method. There is one more method to check commutative using table. Okay. Now the way of checking is this is going to be the diagonal, right? Fold the table along the diagonal. When you fold it, just look that 1 will coincide with 1 and here 1 will coincide with 1. 1 will see. When we fold, what will happen? That is what we need to observe. And here you notice 1 will coincide with this one. It should be same on both sides whenever I fold it, right? And we say that the table is symmetric about the principal diagonal. The table is symmetric about the principal diagonal. Okay. In such case, we say that the given operation is commutative. By using the table, how to check, or generally how to do it. Clear? Right. After this, they said something also. You have to find 2 star 3 star 4 star 5. What is 2 star 3 will be 1 star. 4 star 5. 4 star 5 is also going to be 1. 1 star 1. 1 star 1 is still going to be 1. A simple one by using the table. Okay. Now let's go to the next. Problem number 5. Problem number 5 is defined as an operation star on the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is defined as A star B equal to HCF of A and B, highest common factor of A and B. Is the operation star same as the star defined in example number 4? They are asking what we have written here, is it nothing but same as in example number 4? Certainly yes. Okay, now the table when we constructed in example number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us check. Highest common factor of 1 and 1, 1. Highest common factor of 1 and 2, 1. Highest common factor of 1 and 3, 1. Highest common factor of 1 and 4, highest common factor of 1 and 5. Like this, every time read the definition and apply. Got it? Fine. Now, highest common factor of 2 and 1, 1. Highest common factor of 2 and 2, 2. 2 and 3, 1. 2 and 4, 2. 2 and 5, 1. So like this, let me finish. 1, 1, 3, 1, 1. Correct? Now, the next with 4. So, it's going to be 1, 2, 1. And highest common factor of 4, 4 and 4. Highest common factor of 4 and 4 is going to be 4. And 4 and 5 will be 1. The next 1, 1, 1, 1, 5. Correct? It is the same table what's been given here is same as the table which is given in example number 4. So, we have to be verified. Correct? Okay. There is nothing actually. Problem 4 and 5 are one and the same. They are asking. So, there it was table given to us. And here we need to construct the table. That was the difference. Fine, students? Okay, students. Now, let's go back to problem number 6. Problem number 6 is defined on natural numbers. A star B is defined as LCM of A and B. Using this, the first one, we need to find 5 star 7 and also 20 star 16. So, what is 5 star 7? According to the given definition, 5 star 7 should be LCM of 5 and 7. And in examination, most of the students will stop after writing this. No, LCM of 5 and 7, 35. This should be mentioned. Don't stop it after writing the statement. Okay? Write the statement and conclude what is LCM of 5 and 7 is going to be. Now, the next is what? LCM of 20 and 16. Certainly LCM of 20 and 16 is going to be 80. These two problems were given most number of times for 1 mark in the examination. You can check most of the previous examination paper. So these two were given for 1 mark in most of the examination. Not two at the same time, one at a time. Any one of these two. So please remember. Now the next under this second one is star commutative. Certainly I can just explain here. 5 star 7 is going to be 35. 7 star 5. What is actually 5 star 7? 5 star 7 is LCM of 5 and 7, which is going to be 34. What is 7 star 5? 7 star 5 is LCM of 7 and 5. That is also going to be 35. You find LCM of A and B or LCM of B and A, both are going to be same. So I can come to a conclusion for any two elements belongs to the given set. Right? A star B certainly will be equal to B star A. Therefore, it's going to be commutative. Fine. Now the next, to check for associative. To check for associative for all A, B, C belongs to N. A star B star C equal to A star B star C. Let's associate like this. Right. So here it is. A star. What is B star C definition? LCM of B and C. And here LCM of A and B star C. What if I write the next step? This is my first element, this is my second element, correct? Now, so when I operate star between them, next one says LCM of A, B, C. This is also going to be LCM of A, B, C. Not to worry students, if you are getting difficult to understand, create an example, just check what you will going to get it. Clear? 1 star. What is LCM of 2 and 3 will be 6. LCM of 1 and 2, 2 star 3. LCM of 1 and 6, 6. LCM of 2 and 3, fine. You can create an example. Fine. So this step to this step, it's quite simple. When I do the next step, this is first element, this will be my second element. So when I write the next step, LCM of first number and the second number. So it just includes 3 numbers for me to discuss. Okay. Now the next thing, find the identity element in N. What is the identity? So far we never discussed the identity, correct now? Okay. So A star, okay, some element. Okay, for example, let me consider A star E. What is A star E will be? LCM of A and E. Clear? Now I should get back the same thing when I do it E star A also. I should get LCM of E and A. If I able to get this, then E will be called as the identity element. Let's consider an example. 2 star 1. What is 2 star 1 will be? LCM of 2 and 1. What is LCM of 2 and 1? 2. Okay. Now, if I do it 1 star 2, what is 1 star 2 will be? LCM of 1 and 2. LCM of 1 and 2 is going to be 2. This is one example for you. One more example. 3 star 1. What is 3 star 1 will be? LCM of 3 and 1 is going to be 3. Then the next one, 1 star 3. Correct, right? 1 star 3 will be LCM of 1 and 3 will be equal to 3 only, correct? That's fine. So what is the thing I am able to conclude from these two? Either you take 1 star 2 or 2 star 1, the element is going to be the same. Okay, am I able to satisfy this property? Yes, of course. Okay, so remember, here the elements I took 3 and here it is 3, but here also 1 and here also 1. So from these two examples I am able to conclude that A star 1 is equal to A is equal to 1 star A. Correct, right? Then this 1 belongs to N is the identity element. First column of identity, so not to worry. Okay, so I've created an example so that you can understand. Okay, whenever you operate 1 with any other natural number, you will get back the same natural number. Let it be 2, let it be 3, let it be 4, let it be 5, let it be 6 also. Whenever you operate all the other natural numbers with 1, you will get back those natural numbers once again. When I operate 1 with 2, I will get back 2. When I operate 3 with 1, I will get back 3. If I operate 4 with 1, I will get back 4. If I operate 5 with 1, I will get back 5. Correct? In such case, 1 will be called as the identity element. One particular element of a given set acts as the identity element. There will not be more than one identity element. You have to remember this. I hope it's clear, students. Okay, now in this the last one, fifth one is there. You have to write the elements of N. Okay, which elements of N are invertible? What do you mean by invertible? Elements whose inverse exists are called as invertible elements. What does the inverse property says? If you remember, inverse property says A star B is equal to A is equal to B star A. Here in the previous example I already got to know that identity element is 1. So what happens to the property now? A star B equal to 1 is equal to B star A. Let me take an example here. 1 star 1, according to the definition, it should be LCM of 1 and 1 will be equal to 1. I proved it. This is A star B, correct? If you do it other way also, it's still going to be LCM of 1 and 1, still it's going to be a 1 only. Fine. What if I consider 2 star 3? What is 2 star 3? 6. But what is that I needed? 1. Right. You operate 2 element, the resultant element should be identity, which is not possible here. Right. And this property, okay, this property will be satisfied by only the element called as 1. Because only with 1 you are able to prove A star B or B star A equal to the identity element. So only 1 is the invertible element in this topic. Now let's continue with the next column, students. Column number 7. So let's go to column number 7. So problem number 7 says there is a set given to us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this we have given A star B equal to LCM of A and B. What we need to do, we need to check whether star is a binary operation. I will teach you a simplest method by using the table. Okay, so I told you how to construct the table already. Star, you place it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is according to the definition? 1 star 1, 1 star 1 should be what? 1 star 1 should be LCM of 1 and 1. That is going to be 1. Right. So 1 star 1, 1. LCM of 1 and 2. What is LCM of 1 and 2 is going to be 2. What is LCM of 1 and 3 will be 3. LCM of 1 and 4, 4. LCM of 1 and 5 will be 5. Correct? Now the next one. LCM of 2 and 1, 2. LCM of 2 and 2, 2. LCM of 2 and 3, 6. LCM of 2 and 4, no need to proceed actually. Look here. 6 is an element which is not there in the given set. What I am getting here, 2 star 3 equal to LCM of 2 and 3, and that is equal to 6. 6 does not belong to the given set. When will we say it's a binary operation? Take any two elements from the given set. Apply the given binary operation. The resultant element should belong to the same set. Correct, right? But look here, 2 star 3, 5 apply. What is it I am getting? 6. 6 is not at all an element of the given set. Therefore, star is not a binary operation on the given set. That's enough. No need to complete the whole table. If you are getting an element out of the given set, stop and conclude. Now, I'll just take one more column, okay, and let me continue after that in the next class, because the next set of problem, especially the 9th one, is very crucial for us. Okay, so that in a fresh day, okay, with a fresh topic. So let's do it in the next class. So let's continue with problem number 8, the last one for today's session. So on n, that is on natural numbers, A star B is defined as HCF of A and B. Is star commutative? Is star associative? Does there exist identity? We have to check three things. Is star commutative? Is star associative? Does there exist identity? Fine. Let us check one by one. So for commutative. So what is A star B is given as? A star B is given as HCF of A and B. What is B star A will be? B star A will be HCF of B and A. You take HCF of 2 and 3 or HCF of 3 and 2, right? Both are going to be same only, right? It doesn't matter here, right? HCF of B and A can also be written as HCF of A and B, right? So notice A star B is HCF of A and B. B star A is also HCF of A and B. Therefore, A star B equal to B star A. Therefore, star is going to be associated. So star is going to be commutative. So if you are still confused, you can create an example. 2 star 3 equal to 3 star 2. This will be what? HCF of 2 and 3 equal to HCF of 3 and 2. What is the highest common factor of 2 and 3? 1. Highest common factor 3 and 2? That's also 1. Right. Okay. Hope it's clear now. Now let us check for associative. What does associative property says? Associative says A star B star C equal to A star B star C. Right, this is associative property. First write the property every time, the heading, and then go for it. Okay, now A star B, HCF of A and B star C equal to A star HCF of B and C. That's fine. This is my first element, this will be the second element. If I write the next step, HCF of first element and the second element, correct? So what I will get here, the next step, HCF of A, comma B, comma C. This is first element, this is second element, correct? So HCF of A, comma B, comma C. Take three numbers, find the HCF. In any way, it's still going to be the same. Okay, so you can easily check with an example. 2 star 3 star 4, 2 star 3 star 4. Check with this example. highest common factor of 2 and 3, 1 star 4 equal to 2 star. Highest common factor of 3 and 4, 1. Highest common factor of 1 and 4 is 1. Highest common factor of 2 and 1 is also 1. It's the same. Okay, so star is going to be associated. Then they said, does there exist identity? They're asking, does there exist identity? Think there exists identity. Okay, then what should be true? A star A should be equal to A, should be equal to, what is A star? E is going to be HCF of A and A is equal to A is equal to HCF of E and A. But remember, E should be one particular element from the given set. For example, if I consider 2 star 1, okay, now will I get back 2? Right, now that's no way possible, right? Or see, one example to understand what I am trying to do here. Okay, 1 star 2. But actually, what is the 2 star 1? LCM of 2 and 1. Sorry, HCF of 2 and 1. What is actually HCF of 2 and 1? 1. But what is it I should get? 2. So, one particular element, whenever you operate, if you are getting back the same element, then this particular element will be called as the identity. It's not going to satisfy. This property will never be satisfied according to the given definition. Hence, there exists no identity element. Fine, students. So, let me wind up this session. So, in this session, basically we started with what is a binary operation, what are the types of binary operations, okay, on this how to solve the problem, when to apply general procedure, when to give an example, it's up to you. But wherever it's possible, I have given you examples so that you can understand it better. Fine, please sit, practice and learn. That's the only method we can follow. Okay, so right now at home there is lot of time, there is no need to travel anywhere, lot of time is there for you. And as a student, now if you just lose out this crucial minutes or crucial time, okay, but definitely once the class restarts, you will face a lot of problems. So please, anyway you're at home, you're safe, I'm happy. Okay, so at home, the only thing what you need to do right now as a student, listen to the videos, okay, understand the concept. If you're not able to understand, please call back to the concerned lecturer, talk to them. One thing. Second thing, okay, whatever you notice, okay, make a note of this, prepare a note out of this, keep it ready. The next thing, home exercise should be practice. Please keep doing this. Okay, thank you.